As pressure builds on Capitol Hill, U.S. President Donald Trump is changing his position on the Jeffrey Epstein files. On Sunday, Trump writing on social media, House Republicans should vote to release the Epstein files because we have nothing to hide and it's time to move on from this. The president continued his attacks, calling the probe a Democratic hoax. But the social media post marks a dramatic departure from previous messaging coming from the White House.
We have nothing to do with Epstein, the Democrats do. All of his friends were Democrats. So I'm for I don't, they can do whatever they want. We'll give them everything.
For months, lawmakers in both political parties have been calling for the U.S. Department of Justice to release files related to the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. Epstein was a convicted sex offender with ties to several prominent figures in American politics. He died in jail by suicide in 2019. Last week, Democrats in Congress secured a key number of signatures to force a vote on a bill to release the files. Some Republican lawmakers who were once considered the president's strongest allies in Congress breaking ranks and calling for the release of the files.
I stand with these women. I stand with rape victims. I stand with children who are in terrible sex abuse situations, and I stand with survivors of trafficking and those that are trapped in sex trafficking. And I will not apologize for that. I believe the country deserves transparency in these files.
Several Epstein survivors are also urging lawmakers to release the files. In a new public service announcement released over the weekend, several women are seen holding photos of themselves as teenagers when they met the alleged sex trafficker and asking Americans to contact their representatives in Congress to demand the release of all files linked to Jeffrey Epstein.
Additional information released through the Epstein files is highly unlikely to change anybody's mind that has already been made up. That's not what this is about at this point. What this is and needs to continue to be about is answering the questions not about the extent of Donald Trump's corruption, but answering questions about why and how the justice system was corrupted by wealth and power.
The U.S. House of Representatives is expected to take up the issue this week, and if it advances, it will move on to the Senate. Walter Morris, CGTN, Washington.